world. I'm coming to you live from my kitchen, and I'm here to make a Wentworth related video. So today's video is going to be Wentworth season 9's best moments, okay? There's a lot of them. So I'm not going to be going in any specific order. I'm just going to go down the list of what I've written here. But when I get to the final 5, those are going to be like the top 5 moments. So we're going to begin with Allie busting Lou Kelly over the head with the canister of nitrous oxide and rendering her unconscious for a few minutes, okay? She then ties her to this chair and gets Lou Kelly high as fuck. So we have high laughing Lou is what I called her when I did the review. I was like, I love high laughing Lou. She's great. This scene was one of the best moments in Wentworth because first of all, we didn't expect Allie to sneak up behind Lou Kelly and bash her upside the head. I didn't expect that shit. I didn't see it coming. Neither did my precious baby love, okay? We saw her reaction. She was knocked out. So fucking Allie comes on some shit, knocks out my precious baby love, ties her to this chair, and gets her high. She wanted to kill her, but alas, that's not what happens. So Allie's there giving her this speech, you know, you condemned me to this wheelchair, okay? And I'm gonna be here for the rest of my life. So now, in return, your payback is going to be, you're gonna be a vegetable. Brain dead, bitch. That's gonna be your reward. Instead of that happening, Lou ends up telling Allie, I didn't stab you, but I know who did. And she tells her, Judy's the one that stabbed her and left her in this condition, okay? That was one hell of a moment. I'll never forget Lou's face with laughter. Oh, she's so beautiful. Her laughing face and her eyes that cried for help. You know, she's such a phenomenal actress, Kate Boxes. If she was single, you best believe that I would fucking get rid of all of my belongings. I would relocate to Australia and I would spend the rest of my life courting her and buying her flowers or planting her a garden. I'd rather plant her a garden because then she can have the flowers forever. Okay, I'd plant her perennials. That way they could come up year after year. The next moment is again Allie getting someone high, and it's the moment in which Allie Novak gets a treacherous bitch, okay, named Judy Bryant high off of that damn nitrous oxide, okay? That's good shit right there. How come when I go to the dentist, I be wanting that gas so bad? These motherfuckers, they don't ask me if I want some nitrous oxide. The next time I go to the dentist, I'm gonna ask, can I have some nitrous oxide? Just a couple of pulls, you know what I'm saying, to see what it's all about. Allie getting Judy's treacherous ass high, and Judy confessing. So she gets her high, you know, hoping that Judy will confess her sins. And she does. She fucking confesses her sins right then and there to Allie Novak, okay? And Allie's just like, she can't believe it. She can't fucking believe that it's true. That this bitch who's been wiping her ass, okay, is the one who stabbed her in the back and left her for dead in the showers. Oh, mi Maria. So if anybody out there is wondering, why do you call Judy a treacherous bitch? That's why. The next scene is, this isn't like a monumental scene or anything like that, but it will go down in Wentworth history as one of the best moments ever, okay? And that is the moment when Judy Bryant's treacherous ass walked into Mari's cell and thought that she ran Mari. Bitch, who the fuck you think you're talking to? First of all, I'm not Mari Winter's biggest fan, but Mari Winter, this bitch ran brothels, okay? She knows how to handle out of line women. And that's what she was, Judy, at that moment. She was out of line and out of order, okay? And Mari let her know. So Judy is in her face talking her shit, and Mari looks at Judy and she's like, bitch, suck my dick. And that, my friends, has to make it on the list because it was great. I loved that moment. Y'all loved that moment. You know what I'm saying? That moment. That was a moment, okay? And so it made it onto my list. I was so proud of Mari in that moment. I was like, bitch, I can't stand you, but I hate Judy even more. So you tell her, okay? You tell her what she needs to stick in her mouth. So the next scene that made it onto season 9's best moments is Boomer beating up Judy in the hallway. So when Boomer beat the brakes off of Judy Bryant's treacherous ass in the halls of Wentworth, I was like, oh, Boomer, don't stop kicking her. Don't stop bashing that head against the wall. I really wish that Judy Bryant would have got knocked out at the end. Like, I wish the fight would have ended like that, with Judy Bryant being knocked out. That moment was good. Not only did Boomer beat her up, but she gave her a verbal lashing as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, words, they can cut deep. And unfortunately, I don't think those words cut Judy Bryant at all, because she's a treacherous bitch. She don't give a shit about anything. You know what I'm saying? Words ain't gonna affect her in negative ways. Talk your shit. Call her all the names. That bitch didn't give a fuck. But Boomer let her know just how treacherous she is. What a grimy bitch and a waste of flesh that she is, or was. She's no longer with us either. So with that being said, I'm going to just go on to the next scene, which is Judy's death. Judy's death. Never have I been more happy to see someone perish. Some of you guys felt that she should have suffered a little bit more. A piece of Wentworth, okay? Stabbing her right in the heart. Meanwhile, she don't got no heart. She's a cold-hearted bitch. So for it to stab her there, I thought it was just so fitting. I would have loved to have seen her scream, however, in pain. How the fuck did that thing even stab her? How did it get jagged enough and pointy enough to stab? Anyway, whatever. I'm not going to question what I saw. She's dead. She's gone forever. And I'm not going to miss her. So shout out to Vivian Asuego. Oh, man. Shout out to you for your acting abilities, because you made me hate the character of Judy Bryant. So the next scene here is, I didn't put this scene in the top 5 because I'm going to be talking about this scene a lot. So I feel like I want to give recognition to other scenes as well. But this next scene is the scene that we all was like, what is going on here? The scene was Joan Ferguson being hit over the head by a crazy ass fucking Eve Wilder, alright, and thrown into the damn freezer. The freezer scene. That shit was crazy, alright? And Joan crawling out of that freezer on some fucking frightening shit, like she's some type of fucking maniac killer, okay, that has come back to life after being shot 12 times in the head. That's what happened there. That was the feeling that she gave me. She came crawling out this freezer like a crazy ass fucking spider, all right? And she just went for the eyeball of Eve. And I'll never get over it because it was fucking fantastic. That shit was suspenseful as fuck, all right? I was on the edge of my seat, squealing, making all types of sounds because I couldn't believe it. It was fantastic. And so it made it onto my list, all right? Also, she looked great in this picture here. I don't think I mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it now. In this photograph, when she's just there, touching the freezer, she thought it was Jake's dead body in there. And she was really savoring the moment. But when we see her, I'm like, damn, Joan Ferguson. She looked great in this photo. Yo, I love the women of Wentworth. So then the next scene is, it's the eyeball and the jello scene. Pete, if you are watching this right now, turn away and save yourself because I'm about to show some crazy ass eyeballs. So this scene with Lou Kelly, she's in the cafeteria. She's enjoying a laugh with her best friend, Mullet, all right? They're laughing. She's looking beautiful as usual, okay? And she goes to take a spoonful of jello. Who would think that they're gonna have an eyeball in their jello? She goes to take a spoon of this shit. Next thing you know, bloop, an eyeball, a fucking eye. The most random thing that you could possibly find hidden in your jello gelatin. So she fucking sees the eye. She slams down the spoon. The eye bounces and falls on the table. And she's like, you know, cursing and saying all these terrible, vulgar words. And not only her finding the eyeball in the jello, but Allie's reaction. Allie's reaction to Lou finding this eye in her gelatin, her jello gelatin, was so funny and so, like, real. You know what I'm saying? It was just something I think we all were home watching it, and we all probably had the exact same reaction. And I think that's great for, like, the masses to react the same to seeing some shit like an eyeball. Oh my god. So moving on. The next season 9 best moment is Boomer finding out that she is with child. Okay, never have I been so happy for one of the women. I was really happy when Frankie finally got the fuck out of Wentworth, like when she was released at the ending of season 3, but that's neither here nor there. This moment here was so touching. Like, she's been trying to get spoof from various individuals with just no results. Nobody wanted to give up the spoof, okay? And here comes Gavin. And he was, you know, more than willing to give up the spoof in exchange for some prison porn, all right? And then what happens? And then they end up falling in love, and then they have real intercourse, okay? And she gets pregnant. Oh my God, it was a beautiful moment. The moment she found out, the happiness that was coming from Allie and Ruby, that moment when they all did like the 3-way hug. Oh my God, it was fantastic, fantastic. And I was crying. And it was so beautiful. And it was great. And I'm so happy that Boomer is pregnant, even though we don't get to see her pregnancy journey. We don't know if she's having a boy or a girl. We don't know what she's going to name them. Somebody was saying that she could name the child. She could name the Bubba Frankie Elizabeth, or Elizabeth Frankie. But right now I had a revelation. She's going to have twins. Oh my God. Boomer's going to have twins. And she's going to name the girl Elizabeth, Lizzie, okay? And the boy is going to be named Frankie. Then the next scene here is the scene in which Joan became full-blown Joan Ferguson. When she throttles Eve Wilder. That was a moment when Eve goes to hit her with the wet towel, like she ain't got no damn sense in that brain of hers. And Joan Ferguson instinctively reaches out, grabs the towel, and goes to choke the life out of Eve Wilder with said tea towel. She's choking the shit out of her. She's throttling the life out of Eve Wilder, okay? But simultaneously is getting Eve to confess her crime. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no accident. You killed him on purpose. And Eve confesses. And then they bond over their crazy ass selves, all right? They become best friends, and they go on to have a fucking slumber party that night and every other night moving forward until the night when, you know, Eve tried to kill her. Oh my God, Eve Wilder was such a fun character to introduce into Wentworth. Even if just for that little bit of time. It was fun watching her and Joan be crazy ass teenagers. The next scene is Joan confessing in the courtroom that she is in fact Joan Ferguson and has been lying to everybody this entire time. And then the look on her face, I am Joan Ferguson. When she takes the sip of water at the end and looks at Vera in the eyes. So the next scene that I thought was a best moment was the fight between my precious baby love, Luke Kelly, and her arch nemesis, now and forever, Rita Connors. Yo, let me tell you something. The fight was disturbing, but not really. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there could have been more. Maybe some music in the background was missing from that fight. I feel like they didn't give us the music in the background because they wanted us to hear the sounds of the punching, you know what I'm saying? And the knees and the grunts and all of it. They wanted us to hear the fight as opposed to hearing music. And so I feel a little bit of music would have been nice. You know what I'm saying? Give me some of that suspenseful shit while my precious baby love is getting the shit beat out of her, okay? But at the end of the day, my boo, she's a warrior. She's a warrior and she can handle anything that comes her way. So I wasn't worried, even though I was. You know what I'm saying? Even though I wanted it to stop and I wanted Rita to stop punching her, I knew that Lou would recover. So that moment, that was just great. Like the whole scene, them fighting. You know, she got beat up, but when I tell you, somebody said in the comments, if the fucking screws had not come in, then Rita would have done Lou like she did Drago. No, listen. You're not going to just beat Lou Kelly to death. Oh, hell no. She's going to go out in a blaze of glory, like on some Tony Montana, Scarface shit. This leads me into the next moment, which was the slotting moment. So it's all as one. The fight scene in the unit, and then them being dragged, kicking and screaming. Well, Luke Kelly was being dragged, kicking and screaming. Rita was a lot calmer. You know what I'm saying? She was screaming, but she wasn't doing the kicking. Maybe a little, you know, unhand me, but no kicking. Luke Kelly was in complete hysterics. She's kicking, she's screaming, she's throwing herself to the ground like, y'all not taking me and putting me in the slot. I have to escape. You know what I'm saying? And them screaming, the screams, like that, fuck you! Oh my God. The fuck you heard around the prison. That's what I called it in another video, and that's what I'm gonna call it again right here. Because that fuck you came from the depths of Luke Kelly's soul. It was such a good scene to see the both of them, how they both reacted to the same exact thing happening to them, how they both screamed out fuck at the same time. Luke Kelly's fuck you, like it was great. We're gonna get more of Luke Kelly. I'm putting it out there into the universe. I'm claiming it right now. Luke Kelly spinoff is gonna happen, and I'm gonna be one of the characters on the spinoff. Pubera, watch. The next scene is Anne's death. Anne attacking Vera out of fucking nowhere. Like she finally snapped. The bitch went crazy. She tries to attack Vera to keep her quiet. And then what happens? Joan Ferguson, the most unlikely person to come and save the day, comes and saves the fucking day. Joan the freak Ferguson, okay, aka Cat Maxwell during the time of her amnesia. She comes and gets Anne off of Vera, snaps her neck, and she looked so proud of herself. Like this was one of her finest moments, okay? It was her finest hour. She was dying to kill someone. She finally got to do it. And it was Anne. There was another one. I forgot about this moment. Boomer and Luke Kelly fighting for the position of top dog. The whole lead up to the fight. The pudding being poured onto Boomer's head. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to fight this out. We're going to settle this with shivs in the laundry. And Boomer being scared in her cell and hiding under the covers. Oh my God. I wanted to hug her when I saw that. And then her manning up and coming into the laundry, shiv in hand, ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? And the fight. I feel like their fight was more exciting to watch than the Rita and Lou fight. That was great. Their fight, you know what I'm saying? Boomer, you know, disarming Luke Kelly, taking her shiv away. Dumb getting into their scuffle. Luke Kelly ducking and grabbing the shiv and fucking stabbing Boomer. Stabbing her repeatedly. It was a great scene. And then when she tells her, you did good, kid, and kisses her on the fucking forehead. But not before screaming at her, I will cut your throat if you don't tell these women that you have lost the fight and I am now the top dog. It was great. It was fucking great. So now it's time for Wentworth fan art appreciation time. Phoebe Moore, oh God, Muir, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. We're gonna just say Phoebe. And she's got a Instagram page and a website, which I will be leaving the link for down below in the description box. And so she's an artist, she's a writer, and she makes the cutest Wentworth drawings. I love these. I love her use of shadow and light in the faces. Like, look at Mari. We're going to start with Mari Winter. Her hair looks great. She's got the darker color teal. We've also got Sheila Bausch. Oh my goodness. Look at Sheila. Look at her hair. Isn't this wonderful? All the different colors. I love these. They remind me of like a cartoon. The one of Mari reminds me of the Gumby cartoons. I don't know why. I think it might be the eyeballs. We've also got Mari behind the steam press. Look at the steam press. Aren't these great? This is like Wentworth in cartoon form. I love them. She's also got the many faces of Joan Ferguson. So we got Joan Ferguson when she came in as governor extraordinaire, okay? And then we have her during her mental breakdown when she was with the straitjacket in the padded cell in the psychiatric facility, okay? Then we've got her when she comes into Wentworth as an inmate. And then we see in the bottom row the discovery of the freak being alive. You know what I'm saying? And then in the center, we have her as Kath Maxwell. And then the final photo is Joan the inmate. So here we've got the H1 girls. We got Boomer, Allie, Rita, Ruby, Sheila. Oh, Sheila and Mari. Look how cute Mari's curls look. And Rita and Ruby's curls. She did a great job drawing the curls. Or should I say illustrating the curls? I don't know. Allie and Boomer look so cute. They all look so cute. Even Sheila. We've also got, who the hell is this? Judy Bryant's treacherous ass. We got Judy Bryant's treacherous ass. My precious baby love, Luke Kelly. Her one true love, Reb Keen. Okay. We've got Joan Ferguson. And we've got Eve Wilder. They all look so freaking cute. My goodness. We've got Sheila Bausch in the slot. trying to pray the gay away. You know what I'm saying? Bitch. The guards. We've got the slain Meg Jackson, Vera Bennett, Linda, Joan, Fletcher. We got Will Jackson, Jake Stewart, Bridget. Who the hell is this person down here? Who are you? Is that Erica Davidson? Oh, we've got the H1 girls sitting in H1. Allie in her chair with Bee's blanket. Boomer in her PJs. Ruby with her pink robe. This is cute. So here we see Vera in the beginning, okay? When she was a meek little deputy governor, okay? And then the center picture is her after she's euthanized her mom. Then the third picture is her, like, you know, now as, what is it, industries manager? I don't know what the hell her title is. So that was it. I wanted to share her art because I just love it so much. This was great. So thank you, Phoebe, for sharing your artwork with me. But that was it. That was the end of Wentworth Fan Art Appreciation Time. So yeah, that's it. Now we're gonna get into the top 5, and I'm gonna start from 5 up until 1, which 1 will be the number 1 best moment for me. So number 5, the explosion. The actual explosion, okay? Like seeing the bomb and how much time was left. And then fucking Dale from the NSO coming up to the fucking brawler, looking inside, talking about where the fuck is Brian, and then bloop, the explosion happening, okay? The silence that happens next, and all we hear is that part of Wentworth that collapsed to the ground, like the rubble. It was great. And a lot of you guys think that it was a little lackluster, the explosion, and I must admit, it was. But at the same time, it was great, like I loved the sound of the rubble falling, and like, maybe it was because I was so anxiety ridden up until that part that the second the bomb went off, it's like I was like, I can breathe now, you know what I'm saying, and just watch the aftermath. But I thought that explosion deserved to be in this list. All right, number 4. Judy Bryant's dunking, all right? When they take this little fucking treacherous bitch and dunk her like a donut in that fucking bin of water mixed with trash, all right? Oh my God. Listen to me. I wish that Luke Kelly would have just drowned her right then and there. No mercy. You know what I'm saying? Fuck your bomb and all of this other shit. Aquí te mueres, okay? Porque te lo mereces. She deserved nothing more than what happened to her there, but she also deserved to die there. That was the one thing that I wish would have happened that didn't happen, but it's all right because the bomb got her, okay? Judy's dunking scene. From the beginning to end, from the women throwing the wilted lettuce and celery at her, you know what I'm saying, and whatever other garbage and debris they were tossing her way, her pleading for help, her begging Lou to hear her out. It was great. The whole thing was great. So the next scene is Mari's death, okay? Mari's death was one of the best moments ever, okay? The lead up to her death, you know what I'm saying? This whole stupid ass plot to find where Luke Kelly has the phone, her coming in and saving Ruby, the woman that she once wanted to fucking kill, all right? Go, run off. I'll hold the women back. There's 87 women here. They're ready to beat the shit out of you. How you gonna hold them back? This is why I say it was a stupid plan, because if something like this happened, there's only one way out of that cafeteria. What's wrong with y'all? It was a dumb plan, bottom line. And then Lou, oh my God, she's so fine. Coming out of nowhere with her damn Michael Myers knife talking about, bitch, ooh, this is for Reb. You know what I'm saying? What a moment. She's there bleeding, dying. She sees the light. But the whole thing was great because they show us the white light and they let us know that she's made it to heaven. I don't know if her son is there or not. You know what I'm saying? He did some despicable things, but who knows? He might be. The Lord forgives us all if we ask for forgiveness. So he's probably up there. Who knows? Number 2 on the list is the moment in which my precious baby love stands up in the middle of the cafeteria talking about Sheila's not in the slot. Sheila's dead. I killed the fucking bitch because she murdered Reb. You know what I'm saying? And then she runs up to fucking Boomer and declares herself top dog of the prison. And then goes out screaming, dragging her out, screaming, kicking, flipping. I loved it. I love Luke Kelly's outburst. But that moment right there was a moment. Like, none of these bitches was like trying to debate the fact that she's top. They're like, oh, you're declaring yourself top dog? Está bien, entonces, you're top dog. Nobody was trying to fight her or argue with her. She's Lou Kelly, okay? That's why can't nobody fuck with her. This is the number one moment. The number one best moment of Wentworth season 9, the final sentence is... I'm not gonna fucking cry. The moment where Allie Novak sees Bea Smith. Oh, she's laying on the floor amidst all this dust, dirt, rubble, fallen pieces of Wentworth. She's dying. The ceiling done collapsed on her. She sees the light, this beautiful light with this red orb. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a nod to Bea Smith's red hair. Like the orb was red. It's Bea Smith, okay? And Allie sees her. Oh my God, and the look on her face when she sees her and when she says her name. Bea. Oh shit, I cried. But it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, okay? I loved it. I thought it was great. I loved how they did it. Yes, I was disappointed that we didn't get to see Bea, but was I really disappointed? No, because what they did with the scene was so beautiful. Oh my God. Bea kept her alive until the firemen were able to come and save her. That's what happened there, okay? Oh, Wentworth, I love you. So some honorable mentions real quick before I go. The ending scene with all the H1 girls after the explosion. You know what I'm saying? The final scene. All the H1 girls with all the guards and they're all together gathered around. Oh, it was great. The song Stand By Me playing in the background. My beautiful precious baby love sitting in a timeout chair, you know what I'm saying, with handcuffs. It was great. I loved that scene. And some other honorable mentions would be Vera not telling on Joan. That was a great moment because it was just like, yo, y'all have had this beef for years. She's your arch nemesis, okay? And you let her go. Vera's an idiot, and I'm gonna tell you why. You don't just go from being a psychopath to not being a psychopath. Joan still has her murderous urges and desires, okay? Just because she killed Anne, it was satisfied for now. She's gonna want to kill somebody else eventually at some other time, all right? And because you let her go, she's gonna be able to do it. She's probably gonna come back. Maybe not for you, but who knows? She just didn't say anything. She didn't say that Joan killed Anne. She didn't say that Joan saved her life. She didn't say that Joan walked into the night, never to be seen again until she comes out to get somebody, to kill somebody, and snap their neck. It seems to be her method of choice to end someone's life, okay? She just didn't say anything. I thought that was one of the best moments because it's like, yo, there's so much hate there. But underneath that hate that they both had for one another, there was a level of respect. Dare I say love? You know what I'm saying? Not in love kind of a love, but love for the person. There's more feeling there than just hate. You know? I feel like you can't truly hate someone unless you once loved them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense. If anybody out there goes to therapy, ask your therapist if there's any truth to that sentence. Does deep hate come from a place where once there was deep love? I don't know. And the last honorable mention on this list, and then this is the end of it, is all of Lou Kelly's outbursts, okay? All of them. Her yelling at Eve when Eve was in Reb's cell. Like, bitch, what are you doing in my man's cell? Okay? Get the fuck out. Her running up on Mari like a wild screaming banshee when Mari said that Reb's death was on Lou. And she's chokes her out. That was great. When Lou found out that Mari was betraying her, that she was sleeping with the enemy, okay? And she heard the recordings on the mobile, and she runs up on Mari in the yard and grabs her by the face and then smacks her like 2 or 3 times before Rita's nosy ass comes and stops it. All of her outbursts, each and every single one. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do a quick musical montage of some other scenes that I loved so much, but I decided not to talk about them, or I forgot to talk about them, and so I'm going to just include some pictures along with some music. So that was it, world. That was my season 9's best moments. That was the end of the video. I hope that you guys liked this video. It brings me great joy to talk about Wentworth. Let me tell you something. I can't wait to keep talking about Wentworth. Like, just sitting here talking about it now makes me feel like the show is still here, okay? And it will be forever. Like I said, as long as I'm alive, so is Wentworth. So, if you like this video, you already know what to do. Like my shit. Subscribe to my channel if you've not already, okay? It's a good time over here. And ring the damn bell, like turn on all the post notifications that you could be alerted when I make videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Oh, God. All right, that's it. Goodbye.